Hello and welcome to another session of Sheba Online Studies. Okay, 9th standard boys and girls, are you ready to study? Okay, if you have paid the fees, keep your book in front of you. Only then for us, we can interact only through this. Okay, otherwise I cannot meet you in person. So keep your book in front of you. Whatever I am telling you, please note it down, and then only you will understand. After I teach you, once you give a reading, then only you will each and every thing or line you will understand what I am trying to tell you. Okay. Okay, now this going to start with supplementary unit 2 supplementary. The name of the lesson is The Fun They Had. The author is the narrator and author Isaac Asimov. He was born in 1920 and he is actually biochemist. He is in Boston University, and then he likes to write science fiction, all about science fiction. See, he is born 1920 and that time after that he started studying about this science fiction, and that time itself he came to know like how school, that is in future how the schools will be. Okay, now what is happening now you will relate. Now as I am telling you, you will understand what I am trying to tell you. Okay, this lesson is taken when 2157 year. Now where are we? 2020, horrible 2020, no? Okay, same thing. So 2157 years ahead. Okay, now being in 1920 such a that is way back in 1920, he is able to write about what the future will be. Okay, and now that is it is 1957, 2157. We are experiencing that 137 years before itself in this lockdown period. What are we learning? Are you coming to school? No, you are all, everything is through online studies. So same thing was happening, will be happening in your future. All the schools will be no more, you will not be coming to schools anymore. I don't want to give you a scare. This what will happen, they are said. That's what is said in this lesson. Okay, I will start with it. Who are the characters? Characters are Tommy, he is a 13-year-old boy. Then Margie, that is both are brothers and sisters. His sister, she is 11 years old. And then Mrs. Jones, and then mechanical teacher and the country inspector. So who is the mechanical teacher means that is there were no schools that time, no schools at all. To 137 years ahead, I am saying in future there will be no schools. Okay, you will be studying only at home. Your house itself is your, now how you are studying now at home, you are not coming to school, no, same thing. So that time you will there will be a separate room, there will be a mechanical robot teacher. Okay, in front of the robot there will be a monitor, and that robot will be explaining to you. She is not a human, a mechanical, that is a robot, will be explaining to you what it is, and that will, but it will be in your house only, a separate room, that is next to your bedroom only will be your school. Okay, like that. So what happened is Tommy and Margie as usual, you just imagine, okay, just imagine 137 years in future how it will be. Okay. So here Tommy and Margie were sitting in the hall, and Tommy suddenly he goes to the attic. Where is the attic? Attic in these foreign countries there will be a house, and on top of the house, that is topmost roof, no, they will be having one separate room. Sometimes they keep all the excess things like one storage room. Okay, all the, there will be one basement and there will be one attic. Attic they will keep all the old things, not used things, no, furniture things, no, they keep it there. Okay, so in that thing what happened, Tommy was going through all the attic, this place, and suddenly one box he found one old book, very old book, all the pages were also crinkled up, yellowish, and if you touch it, it will tear, like that kind of a book, that is very old book. So what happened, keeping that book, he brings it down and he keep reading the book. Then Margie was sitting there next to him. She said, "What are you reading? What is that you are reading? What do you have in your hand?" He said, "No, it is a book. Our great grandfather used to had it. That is his. As I told you, no, attic they keep all the unused things. In that he found great grandfather. His book was kept there. So I just was going through it. Then she said, "What is there in this book?" And she said, all about those olden times school, all about the school. That is the great grandfather, no, what he had is, they write this diaries, no, in that he wrote about how the schools were, like now at present I am telling you. Now present how we have the schools, you come to, there is one institution, that is one building, you come to the school, you study and you go back, isn't it? Like that's what happened, no, now so far, that is till March 2020, that is what was happening. Now only we are having this lockdown or something new we are facing. And then so like that she will tell, Tommy used to tell this, he told about this, like this olden days they had a school, a building. School is a building where all the children come there and study and have a lot of time to have good time together. They do their homework on their own, and they have a test, and they have a human teacher. Main thing, underline, a human teacher. Now what they have got? They have got a mechanical robot teacher. Nobody else in the room, only that student and that robot, that's all. How it will be, how boring that is, no, isn't it? So how you come to school? A class of 40 children in the class, and you make a lot of mischief and worry the teacher, isn't it, all that. So they say, and that class had got a human teacher. Human teacher, she said. What does human know? That's who tells all this? Margie. Margie is telling, a robot knows more. That is, a mechanical teacher has got a lot of knowledge, she is saying. What does a human teacher know? Human teacher is a human. How can she teach? Does she know that much knowledge? Then both of them will then just say, actually Margie and Tommy, how they a screen is given to them, and a screen from there, how the letters are, they don't stay there, no, and they keep scrolling up, isn't it? Slowly the letters keep moving. If you want to read a book, story book itself in the computer, what happens, the letters keep on going up, isn't it? Moving letters. And when they saw this this notebook, that is this book, olden days book, they said, why these letters are not moving, you see. So they don't know, no, they know only computer language, that's it. The computer, how the words are moving, and then see they keep turning the pages, they kept turning the book. Same thing is the same, the words are not moving, they are saying. See the children how they are, they don't know what is a book. So in 137 years in future, you won't know if there is a book. You won't, all this has become extinct. All you can see only the museums, I think so. So they are saying, what is a book? And Margie will say, Tommy will say, what a waste this is. Okay, once they read this book, and what do? They keep on, we can't keep, okay, now this question, say this, your English book itself. You read, then you go to next class, no? What happens to that book? You will throw it off in the debris shop there, okay. You give it to the old book shop. And they, what they do, they tear it, and that's it, gone, waste. How much money you bought that book for? That will go for waste. You say, Tommy will say, what a waste. Excuse me, what a waste this is. So he said, in our computer we have got millions and millions of books. Anytime we want to see this author and so, we get that book. So here this olden days book is such a waste of money, waste of so much time to print it and bring it, and then you buy that book. So much procedure goes, no, to buying one book or not. Now see, for just one book itself you are buying, how much procedure goes. You have to compile the book, then you have to print it, and then it goes for binding, and then it comes to the customer. So such a lot is there. That's what he is saying, is such a waste. One horrible face, you saw, what a waste this is, that. So we don't know how it is going to be, isn't it? In future, how it is going to be? Same thing, only no books at all, only the robo, and you will be studying. So both of them will be talking. Then afterwards, the better side of it, she thinks books are very useless, but the enjoyment part of it, she will say, Margie will, and now it's a time Mrs. Jones will from the house, she will say, Margie, go to your school, go to class, attend class, it's getting late, go to your class. So she'll get so irritated and said, oh God, I must go to class, and where's the class? Next to her bedroom. So she'll go out, she'll enter the next room, there'll be one black kind of a big monitor, and there'll be one mechanical teacher on top, and she will keep on repeating the same thing. Yes, Margie, please sit down, take your, put the test paper in the slot. There will be notebooks, no notebooks, no. So everything is there. All now recently, how you have done the Google form question, that is question answers you done, same thing. In the side of the computer is a robot, no. There will be one slot. Now how you write tests, in that you will be there will be one holes you have to put, punch code. You have to punch holes and write answer according for 4 holes are there, means you have to punch 1 hole. That's only test. That's all. You have to insert that card in that punching hole inside in that slot there. So in that what happened every day, that is that day it was geography. She had geography test. The geography teacher used to give her test after test, and she was getting all very less grades. All geography marks are very low. And then Mrs. Jones, she was very upset about it. Why is it you are getting such less grades? What happened? So she called the country inspector. Maybe something is wrong with the computer, that is the robo, that is the robo what is teaching, mechanical teacher, maybe some malfunction inside. So she will call for country inspector. The country inspector, one fat plump fellow, he comes to his house, then he will dismantle the whole thing. They dismantled Margie's the teacher. They all the whole teacher, the body will be separate and take out all the thing inside. They will check all the things. When they were dismantling it, Margie was very happy. Pah, I don't have to study for 2 days because the whole my teacher is completely dismantled. So she'll be very happy not to learn. Then afterwards, what happened? Within 1 hour, this country inspector will assemble everything and keep it ready. Said, oh God, what is this? Again I have to study, because within 1 hour he got everything assembled. Then he will tell Mrs. Jones, don't worry, Margie's grades are good only. She has done her exam, her test properly in geography. Some malfunction was there in the computer. That is why her grades were showing very less marks. Now if you continue your studies, your test, then you now see how it will be everything perfect only. So don't blame Margie about whatever happened. It is the mechanical teacher which was having slight malfunction. Then okay, then afterwards, for one thing she was relieved with, Margie, okay, good. Then afterwards, then the class went on. When the class was going on, her mind was not there. She was not listening to the class. She was just having what that old book what Tommy had, no, in that how they used to come. It was written there, like it is a separate school is a separate building. It has got all the so many children come there, a classroom full of children, a human teacher. So she was going on imagining, oh, this is a school, no, how it will be. They'll have fun doing they'll be all having break time, they'll have fun, they'll go play games and they crack jokes at each other and all this they had. No, now see how we are having no school at all. Simply in one room I am stuck here with one computer teacher, mechanical teacher, nothing else, no joy, no enjoyment at all for me. So she'll just hope I had been born so many years back, then I would have enjoyed going to school, that she'll be imagining. Then afterwards what happened? That was going on. So then afterwards, then Tommy and Margie were sitting and talking about it. Like this, if we had gone, it was like this. If we had been in that age, it would have been so nice, no. Then even Tommy also was saying, yes, nice, no. It will have been a lot of fun. Had a lot of friends like that. So this is what happened. This is a small story, which will how a classroom will be in future. Okay, now we are in 2157. This lesson is taken and we are in 2020. So what is the difference? 137 years in future. That kind of a classroom is portrayed to you now. Okay, now also see now what we are doing. Even now here 3 months you are sitting at home, locked down in the house, and what's with the help of that is the internet only are you able to see us, isn't it? We are not able to meet in person. Don't worry, all this will pass. We'll again soon meet and we'll resume our classes. Hope you like this supplementary story, and you know how to write the paragraph. Paragraph should be as usual a synopsis, and then write about the author, about the characters, and then you write about the introduction about it. And you must, what's the introduction? You must say this is a story, and then lastly write side headings for each paragraph. Then finally write the conclusion. Okay, and this is it for supplementary. I'll be giving you mind map. For this mind map is important because the story format, for this you must please read the story. I have just give you a story understanding only I have given, but what should you do is you must read the story once. Okay, go through it like a story, and then each small points you will note, like dialogue, like that's a way you will improve your knowledge, improve your writing skills. No, once you read only you can improve your writing skills, otherwise you will not write. Writing one small thing on your own also you need to read lot of books, read. Okay, so this is it. Then I'll be giving you homework. Do the homework properly. Thank you. Okay, let me tell you a little about grammar. Okay, I'll be taking articles. What are articles? Articles are a, an, and the. Okay, these are the articles. Now in this articles, an and the is, I tell you, the is definite article. The is definite article. Okay, why I am telling the is definite article? Because that will tell something about one particular person or a thing. Okay. For example, the holy book, the Quran, the Bible. So, it is something we do not have many, just one, that is the Quran, the Bible, the Bhagavad Gita. So, that is giving respect to that. So, we will say definite article, or we can say the boy sitting next to so and so boy is the topper in the class. So, we are telling something about that one particular boy, then we use the. Okay. That is why it is, and we also use in front of heavenly bodies, that is the planet, the earth, then oceans, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, the we use. And then in front of superlative. What is superlative? The other day I was teaching you about degree of comparison, no? That is positive, comparative and superlative. In front of superlative degree, that is the best. Okay, the best. So, we use the time. Okay, all these are the places where you use, even musical instruments. Musical instruments, heavenly bodies, continents, oceans, and then what I told you, holy books, all these and superlative. In front of this we use the. Okay. Now, that is clear enough. Okay. Next is and. And when do we use and? And we use in front of vowels. And in front of vowels. Wrong. Not in front of vowels, in front of the sound of vowels, that only is important. Mostly everybody say no, in front of vowels you must use and, that is wrong. When the sound of vowels, you get the sound of vowels, only then you use and. Okay. So, remember it is the sound of vowels. When you get the sound of A, I, E, O, U. See, that is the vowels, no? These are the vowels, isn't it? A, E, I, O, U. Okay, these are the vowels. In this, if you get the sound of this, only then you can write. Okay, for example, owl. What will you use? O. O is, of course, O is here. Okay, owl. O sound you are getting, owl. So, then we use an. Okay, we are using an. Next. Okay, what will you use in front of this? Okay, you say O. O is here. Okay, O is here. Then what should you do? Put an. Wrong. Pronounce this word. One. One does not have O sound, nothing. So, I am getting V sound. This sound is created as V N E. Now, you got it? This V. Is V here? No, it is not a vowel. So, the sound of vowel, in spite, that is being starting with a vowel, that is O, but it does not have that O sound. It is getting the sound of V. So, then we do not use an, we use a. Okay. Do not foolishly put an over here, because looking at O, you should not put an. It is when you get the sound of the vowel only, you must write an. Got that now? So, one is V sound. See, V N E, one, V sound is coming. Got that now? Okay, next. See this. What will you use? So, E is here, E. So, what should you do? You must write an, isn't it? Wrong. Now, pronounce the word. First, you must pronounce the word. European. It is not European, it is Europe. The pronunciation is very, very important. In English, the pronunciation is very, very important. The how you pronounce, accordingly, the word will change. Okay. Now, this is Y. European it is. Y-E-R-O. Got it? So, Y is not a vowel. So, again you must write a only. A European. It is not an. Okay, it does not take up the article an. It takes up the article a. Got that now? Now, this is okay. Next is honest man. H-O-N-E-S-T. Starting with H. But how is it pronounced? H sound does not be, it is not pronounced. H is silent. H is silent. We only pronounce O-N-E-S-T. Honest. Got it? Honest. H is not pronounced. It is not honest. It is honest. So, O sound is there. So, O sound is coming. O is here. Put an. An honest man. Okay. Honorable man. An honorable person. Honorable. So, H is not pronounced. So, H is silent. You start with this only. The pronunciation, where the pronunciation starts only is important. So, honest O an. Got it? Union or university. Okay, all this in front of that U sound does not come. again it is Y sound only. So, we must take as a, or this can also be the university, the Annamalai University. Okay, the university which I studied, particular noun, particular definite, that is definite article, then we can use the university. Okay, otherwise it is only, it comes, it is not a vowel, it is Y sound only you are getting. Okay. That's otherwise rest of it you can use wherever it is there is a consonant given, you can use and the only are very important. Okay, so you know how to use and the now I told you, and in the sound only, when you get the sound of vowels only you must use. Got it? Now next you are coming to punctuations. What are punctuations? Punctuations, one is full stop, comma, question mark, exclamatory mark, open quotes, close quotes. That's all. There are so many punctuation marks, but these are the main things, main punctuation mark which you are going to use in your exam. Okay, one sentence is given to you. A sentence is given to you. For example, sentence like this. Example, what a beautiful scenery. Okay, what a beautiful scenery. Now, what are the things you are going to use? Okay, what a beautiful scenery. First, capital letters also you must use. First, starting of the line, this is a margin, starting of the line should be capital letter, and then what a beautiful scenery. What is it? Wow, what a beautiful scenery. So, it is what? Your exclamatory mark only must come. So, you must use exclamatory mark, and it is a dialogue. Okay, what a beautiful. So, open quotes here and the close quotes this side. Alright. So, this is exclamatory. So, what is your name, if I am asking you, what is your name? So, it is a question. So, end of the sentence what you will write? Question mark. Okay, what is your name? Question mark. And in one sentence there are, I went to the market, what provisions like masalas, rice, dals, then each time you must use comma, 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 rice, comma, dal, comma, that is masalas, comma. So, then you use commas. Okay. So, these are the main punctuation marks. I will be giving you homework. So, in articles and this, hope you do it well, hope you understood what I am telling you. Thank you.